Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most remote and mysterious places on Earth, Pitcairn Island. Seriously, this place is so remote it makes Alaska look like Times Square. We're talking about a tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, home to less than 100 people who live in conditions most of us wouldn't believe. You won't believe how the people here live under conditions that are beyond human limits. Stay tuned. Alright guys, picture this. You're sailing across the vast Pacific Ocean days from any major landmass. The sun is blazing overhead and the only sound you hear is the gentle lapping of waves against your boat. The horizon stretches endlessly in every direction and you start to feel the sheer magnitude of the ocean's expanse. It's a humbling experience, realizing just how small you are in comparison to the vastness of the world. You're surrounded by nothing but endless blue water and then BAM! This tiny speck appears on the horizon. At first you might think it's a mirage, a trick of the light playing on your weary eyes, but as you get closer the speck grows larger, taking shape and form. It's an island, but not just any island. That's Pitcairn Island, the most remote inhabited island on the planet. Imagine the excitement and relief of seeing land after days of nothing but water. This island is a beacon of life in the middle of the vast Pacific, a testament to human endurance and the will to survive in the most isolated conditions. Seriously, this place is so far off the grid, it's closer to New Zealand than it is to the coast of South America, and that's saying something. To put it into perspective, Pitcairn Island is about 3,300 miles away from New Zealand and roughly 4,800 miles from the coast of South America. It's like being in the middle of nowhere with the nearest neighbors being thousands of miles away. We're talking about a volcanic island, just a couple of square miles big, with towering cliffs and lush green forests. The island's rugged terrain is both beautiful and intimidating, with steep cliffs that plunge into the ocean and dense forests that cover much of the land. It's a place where nature reigns supreme, and humans have had to adapt to its challenges. It's like something straight out of Jurassic Park, but instead of dinosaurs, you've got a community of less than 50 people living in what can only be described as the ultimate test of human resilience. These people have carved out a life for themselves in one of the most remote places on Earth, relying on their resourcefulness and determination to thrive in such an isolated environment. I mean, think about it. You're literally thousands of miles from civilization with limited resources, and the nearest hospital is a boat ride of several days away. The isolation is both a challenge and a way of life for the islanders, who have learned to be self-sufficient and resilient in the face of adversity. But the people here, they don't just survive, they thrive. They have built a close-knit community where everyone knows each other, and they work together to overcome the challenges of living in such a remote location. Their daily lives are a testament to the human spirit and the power of community. They've built a life for themselves that's unlike anything you've ever seen. And trust me, you're going to be blown away by their story. From their unique traditions and customs to their incredible resilience, the people of Pitcairn Island are a true inspiration. So stay tuned as we dive deeper into the fascinating world of this remote island and uncover the secrets of its remarkable inhabitants. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Surviving on Pitcairn Island is no walk in the park. This remote island, located in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean, is one of the most isolated places on Earth. With a population of just around 50 people, it's a tight-knit community that faces unique challenges every day. We're talking about a place with limited freshwater sources, no airport, and a supply ship that arrives only a few times a year. The island's fresh water comes from small streams and rainwater collection, making water conservation a crucial part of daily life. Without an airport, the only way to get to and from the island is by boat, which can be a long and treacherous journey. Can you imagine relying on a boat for your groceries and supplies? Talk about delayed delivery. The supply ship, which arrives every 3 months, is a lifeline for the islanders, bringing everything from food and medicine to building materials and fuel. When the ship arrives, it's a major event, and everyone pitches in to unload the supplies and distribute them throughout the community. And don't even get me started on medical emergencies. Imagine breaking a bone, or, God forbid, needing serious medical attention. With no hospital on the island, residents must rely on basic first aid and the limited medical supplies they have on hand. In the event of a serious injury or illness, The only option is to wait for the next supply ship or arrange for a boat to take the patient to the nearest hospital, which is days away. Your best bet is a boat ride that takes days to reach the nearest hospital. The journey can be perilous, with rough seas and unpredictable weather adding to the difficulty. It's a stark reminder of just how isolated Pitcairn Island truly is. It's enough to make you want to stock up on every first aid kit you can find. The islanders are well prepared for emergencies, with each household maintaining a stockpile of medical supplies and emergency provisions. They also receive training in basic first aid and emergency response, ensuring that they can handle most situations until help arrives. But here's the thing about the Pitcairn people. They're masters of adaptation. Despite the challenges, they've built a resilient community that thrives in this remote environment. They work together to solve problems, share resources, and support one another in times of need. They've learned to live in harmony with nature, relying on their ingenuity and resourcefulness to overcome these challenges. Farming is a vital part of life on Pitcairn, with residents growing their own fruits and vegetables to supplement the supplies brought by the ship. They also raise chickens and goats for eggs, milk and meat, ensuring a steady supply of fresh food. They collect rainwater, cultivate their own food, and even generate their own electricity using solar power. Talk about self-sufficiency. The island's solar panels provide a reliable source of energy, reducing their dependence on imported fuel and helping to protect the environment. It's a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the Pitcairn people, who have found ways to thrive in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. So what's it actually like to live on Pitcairn Island? This remote island, located in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, is home to a small but tight-knit community. With a population of just around 50 people, life here is unlike anywhere else in the world. Well, imagine a life where everyone knows your name, where neighbors are more like extended family and community gatherings are a regular occurrence. The pace of life is slow and deliberate, allowing you to truly savor each moment. There's no rush, no hustle and bustle, just a serene and relaxed way of living. The community is your family. Everyone looks out for one another, and there's a strong sense of belonging. Sounds pretty idyllic, right? But there's more to it than just the people. Life here revolves around the ocean. The vast blue expanse is not just a backdrop, but an integral part of daily life. Fishing isn't just a pastime, it's a way of life. Islanders head out to sea regularly, casting their nets and lines to bring in the day's catch. They catch fresh fish for their meals, ensuring that their diet is rich in seafood and incredibly fresh. They also trade their catch for goods with passing ships, which bring in supplies that the islanders can't produce themselves. And they even use the fish to make handicrafts, which they sell to the occasional tourist who ventures to this remote paradise. Talk about sustainable living. And because the island is so small, everything is within walking distance. You can get from one end to the other without ever needing a vehicle. No cars, no traffic jams, just peaceful pathways that wind through the island's lush landscape. Imagine a place where the only sounds you hear are the natural ones. No honking horns or screeching tires. Just the sound of the waves crashing against the shore, creating a soothing and constant melody, and the wind rustling through the trees, adding to the symphony of nature that surrounds you. It's the kind of peace and quiet that most of us can only dream of. A place where you can truly disconnect from the chaos of modern life and reconnect with nature and community. Now, don't let the idyllic scenery fool you. Life on Pitcairn Island comes with its fair share of challenges. We're talking about a place that's regularly battered by storms, where communication with the outside world is limited, and where even the simplest tasks can require a Herculean effort. Imagine a storm hitting the island, cutting off all communication and potentially delaying the arrival of the supply ship. It's a stark reminder of how vulnerable life can be in such an isolated location. But even in the face of these challenges, the people of Pitcairn Island display an unwavering spirit of resilience. They help each other out, share their resources, and face every obstacle with a determination that's truly inspiring. Pitcairn Island is more than just a remote island in the middle of the Pacific. It's a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, a shining example of what we're capable of when we work together and refuse to give up. These are people who have learned to adapt, to overcome, and to find joy in the simplest of things. They've built a life on their own terms, a life that's deeply connected to nature, community, and the values of self-reliance. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed by the hustle and bustle of modern life, take a moment to think about the people of Pitcairn Island. Their story is a powerful reminder that even in the face of incredible challenges, the human spirit can thrive. Thanks for watching. If you found this video as fascinating as we did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories from around the world. See you next time.